This is your host JP Mandal from JP Mandal Show. Wishing you all very happy Diwali. यो तिहारको टाइम छ, दिवालीको टाइम छ, छठको टाइम छ र यस्तै शुभकामना आदान प्रदान गर्ने क्रममा आइपुगेको छु म बे एरियाको यो इस्ट बेमा। हाम्रो एकजना साथी हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँ चाहिँ इन्जिनियर, आइटी इन्जिनियर। उहाँको घरमा आज यो उहाँको दिवाली, यो छठ, यो तयारी कस्तो छ, यो अहिलेको देशबाट धेरै टाढा, आफ्नो गाउँबाट धेरै धेरै टाढा बसेर पनि कसरी रमाइलो गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ र आइटी इन्जिनियरको अमेरिकामा लाइफ कस्तो हुन्छ, उहाँ छोटो कुराकानी गर्न हामी आएका छौँ। दिनेशजी
नमस्कार।
नमस्कार नमस्कार। थ्याङ्क यू फर इन्भाइटिङ इन यर ब्युटिफुल हाउस।
थ्याङ्क यू तपाईँ पनि आइदिनु भयो यस्तो मजाको पानी परेको टाइममा। लाइक रियली इन्जॉय
राइट
बिङ विथ यु गाइज।
सो दिनेशजी, तपाईँ हाम्रो यो जेपी मण्डल सोमा धेरैजना आइटी यो हाम्रो हेर्ने मान्छेहरू पनि हुनुहुन्छ, सब्सक्राइबर हुनुहुन्छ। तपाईँको अलिकति छोटो ब्याकग्राउन्ड, यो आइटी इन्जिनियर, हाउ डिड यु, वाट इज योर स्टोरी? नेपालबाट कसरी तपाईँ आउनुभयो? यहाँ धेरैजना मान्छेहरू मलाई क्वेसन सोधिरहेको हुन्छ कि ओके मैले ब्याचलर गरेँ अथवा म 10+2 गरेँ, म अमेरिका कसरी आउँ, मलाई भिजा मिलाइदिनुहोस्, राइट? बट यु हेभ डन द्याट बाई कमिङ फ्रम लाइक जस्ट नर्मल मिडल क्लास ब्याकग्राउन्ड। तपाईँको अलिकति छोटो स्टोरी हाम्रो दर्शकहरूलाई भनिदिनुहुन्छ कि?
म चाहिँ आफ्नो स्टोरी भन्नु के अरे, पहिला त्यही हो, अमेरिका आउने सबैको सपना हुन्छ ठुलै।
Yeah, could you say in English so that all people can hear?
Sure. Like so, first thing how I got started, right? I finished my undergrad in computer science in Nepal, and after that I started working as a developer, software developer. I worked there for a 3 startup company.
In Nepal?
In Nepal, yeah. So, and then like I take any company from zero to like a really good position, and then after I quit because, as you know, this in the startup, like after some time I was not going at all. That's what my story was. So I just wanted to know all the aspect of it. And after working for a few years, and the country situation was really bad during the 2015 2014 time, like there was lots of load shedding and everything. And then I thought, okay, I should look for other options because in this country I cannot change right now anything,
Right.
but I should look for my change, right? And then I think one of my college coordinator, he came to United States for a master's degree, and I called him and he told me like, oh, I come to one of the Maharishi universities in Fairfield, Iowa. He recommended me that university. I applied for it, and it was really a great transition for me because coming from Nepal to that small state and then doing masters, and it was really a huge transition for me. And then I have to learn lots of culture here and then grow myself to a different level. And then I didn't know like I will be suitable for IT market in US, right? Because I have done reasonably well in my country, but here I didn't know, right?
So let's summarize it. So basically you did your bachelor degree in what subject? Like computer science?
Computer science, yes.
In Nepal, where?
In it was a TU affiliation college called Catford College, so I did there.
So in Nepal?
Kathmandu.
In Nepal?
Yes.
So you did your 4-year degree there, and then you're working.
Yeah.
And then how did you, at that time, like a lot of people ask me question too, that how do I get a scholarship, how do I finance it? So what was your mindset that time, I mean like, did you have save enough money or how did you plan that one?
So I did that through like I did couple of things, right? I didn't plan it so well, but like I did couple of things during that time because after finishing my, you asked really important questions. Like lots of people think how to go to the United States, like use their finances and everything, right? One of the things that I did, I worked there for 3 years, right? I saved a little bit of money so that I can plan here. Right? That is like a good transition. Lots of people rush into doing the masters, right?
Right, exactly.
I recommend lots of people after doing the undergrad, if you want to do a specialization in any course, right? You need to know what you want to be, right?
Right.
For me, it was clear after doing 3 years of IT job, I was clear that I want master degree in computer science, right? So that was the one of the thing that I did. And after that, like coming to United States from a middle class family, for anybody you need to take a little bit of loan coming here. Like if you want to do a business in Nepal, nobody will trust you, right? But if you want to come to United States, everybody trusts you too.
They give you the loan. So did you prepare for GRE exam?
Oh, so
GRE
lucky me because my university doesn't require that. So my university is a little bit different. Like if people are looking for it, like Maharishi University, research about it. They don't require anything. They only require is like more than 2 years of like a IT professional experience, right? And you can directly apply there. It's really easy, right, compared to any other university. And then the good part about that university is after graduating, you will get IT job here, which is like a really easy way. They have customized the course according to that. Within 8 months, you will be able to find the IT job in the United States.
Awesome. So basically, get the 4-year degree and then apply for Maharishi University here in Iowa.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit your experience about the Maharishi University? How is it like curriculum? When do you like how is the university? I heard a lot of things about Maharishi. So can you share?
Sure. Like so, first thing, like if you see the successful of like how many people have come there, right? Like you can name it like any FANG company, right? You got it, Facebook, Apple, right, and Netflix and Google, right? These are this company. Like if you go there, like all the companies have students from Maharishi. They have been there, right? So it is one of the successful. Like lots of people don't heard about it because they are not too much into the
It's
market.
like middle of
Iowa, right?
middle of America,
America,
middle
right?
of nowhere.
Nowhere, right? Like I don't know, like people are like not lots of people visit there. Right? It's
Yeah.
a really small town called Fairfield, where there is really I think really less population and it's not.
Yeah, I have been there. It's very beautiful.
Beautiful. Like
I would like
in the
to-
summertime, that one winter you don't want to go there. So yeah, it's really like for anybody coming here, it will be really a smooth move because the university take care of lots of things for you in that journey, and then they help you to get like lots of things, right? Prepare you for the IT job and teach you how to adapt to the US culture, right?
I heard that university you guys have starting a class. You have a yoga and those
Yeah, okay,
vegetarian
yeah.
food.
Vegetarian. Yeah, that was little bit. For me, yeah, it was really a tough time because like you from Nepal, right? Lots of people are not vegetarian that much.
Yeah.
We like to eat meat, and at the university they signed you a contract like where you have to for 8 months you have to eat the vegetarian meat, right? Because I think it's you know the name, right? Maharishi, right? It was founded by one of the guru from India, Maharishi, who is actually a founder, who actually started transcendental meditation. So transcendental meditation is like a kind of new form of meditation. I think it's been for like lots of people, even in California, I meet people who does that, and it's really a good way, like where you can meditate and you know how to manage your life better, right, with the
Right, right.
meditation. Because I have seen people, they are really into the successful career, but they don't know how to manage their mind.
So that actually a good thing happened to you.
Yes, that's really good thing because lots of people when they come here, they miss their family and then they go lots of things into the like little bit of depression and they don't know how to manage their
Right.
emotions, right? But that meditation technique has helped me a lot, and then also to grow myself, inner self, like
So you came here, you like studied like 12 months for,
like I stayed there for 8 months only.
and then you got internship.
No, after that, my university gives you the CPT. They call it curriculum practical training. So after 8 months of study, like it is 8 months to 1 year actually, and then after that you can apply for an IT job. And while doing the IT job, you also finish your master's degree because that's a 2 years of CPT program. So where you finish, you can simultaneously job and then also work together.
Yeah, so like you were working and you were taking classes,
Classes,
so that's
yeah.
getting your real knowledge, and then that helps you find the job.
Yes.
So like so whatever job you get and financial the income or
Yeah.
whatever the certain the arrangement is there,
Right.
you can able to survive yourself.
Yes, for sure. Like because in US, right, any IT job you get anything in around more than 80K, right?
Yeah.
So like our loan is around 30 to 40K. That is the loan we get from the student, right, as a student. So like it is sufficient to pay manageable to pay a loan.
So in your view, see, this is like I like this strategy. So first do your undergrad in Nepal or India, wherever,
Yeah.
and then build the foundation, and then come here and get this one, so you don't have a lot of financial burden.
Yes.
Because a lot of students, they come in undergrad, which is then becomes they take the loan, and then 4-year degree becomes 7-year degree,
Yes.
because you don't get the scholarship and there's the advantage.
Yeah.
So what is your view to Nepali or any foreign students who wants to come to America?
Mm.
Should they come in a bachelor level or 10+2 level?
There is pros
I'm
and
like master level or bachelor level.
there is pros and cons on both sides because I have met people who have come into when they finish their high school and come here, right? I have seen there they know more about US more than me, right? Like I don't have to do the groundwork that what they did, like they have to hassle a lot, right? For me, I do the hassle in Nepal, not here, right?
Right.
So like whatever they have done here, like during the ground level work and lots of things they did, right? figuring out lots of things by themselves, right?
A lot of life skill you
Life
can learn.
skills you can learn, right? And then so those guys have more skills than me, right? But coming from me, it's like coming for a job, right? Here I landed into the IT job. I find it like if you come finishing your bachelor's degree because you have already finished your undergrad, right? Now you can focus getting more into the master's degree. If you are wanting to do that, then that is a smart move to do it, right? If you are focused more on education.
Right. I see many today everything is a technology. If you are a technology guy, you work for a startup and big companies, so right now before looking the technology is IT just not right now everything is IT.
Right.
And you see a lot of people like just say Google CEO or maybe Microsoft CEO. These guys have similar. They followed like similar path like you. They come for the master degree and then do MBA, then getting the job, and then now they are running the whole Fortune 500 top companies. So in your view, so how was your transition from like finishing your masters and then getting your job and then being settling in the Bay Area? You came from middle of America, nowhere.
Yeah.
So how did you get the job? What is the process for it? Can you share this?
So yeah, this is like one really good question you asked, like how to look for a job. Right? That is the main important question. So I even talked to a few of the people like this, and then they tell me like I applied for 10 jobs and I didn't get it, right? And then they're frustrated. Like this whole there is no jobs in the market, right? That people who are 10 years, 20 years experience, they are applying for a job. I'm not getting a job. I'm a fresh. Right. First thing you need to evaluate. Right. I had 3 years of experience in more than 3 years in Nepal. I worked for 3 startups. Right. And I applied for every day. I used to apply 20 jobs per day. 20 jobs per day. That is every out in a month you are applying 600 jobs.
Right.
Right. Out of 600 jobs, I got interview. Real interview I took from there was 10 to 20. Right. And after that, I was not able to find my job. So my friend recommended me to a job in Bay Area, and then I got that job. Right. So it's like most of people get really frustrated by the fact like, oh, I applied 10 or 20 jobs. It's not that. Like first thing is there is a whole system, right, where the resume are picked up by the system, right? Then there are like any jobs you see, you already see on the LinkedIn, right? 50 applicants or 100 applicants apply for a job, right? So why your resume? First thing is you need to be able to pick up your resume, right? Recruiters or
there is a resume robots, right?
Robot system, they need to pick your resume. So you shouldn't be feeling afraid to apply for a job, right? If it's matching your 60 to 70% requirement, which you know, it cannot happen that you know 100% of the job requirement, right? If it's matching 60 to 70%, just apply it, right? And then wait for their feedback and then just do it. Like it's all about quantity, right? Most of it, like you will not find the right quality without going to the many quantity. That's what it is, right? So I'd apply for at least 200 or 300 jobs and see like out of that how many interview you are getting, right? Even if you're not getting it any interview, then refine your resume, right? There might be something wrong with your resume. That's why they are not picking up, right? So first thing is first making your resume really good, looking good. Don't create 10-page resume and don't commit to one page, right? At least it needs to be 2 to 3 pages. Like 2 pages is like a good thing, right? And then don't put your hobbies and everything there. Nobody's concerned about that, right? Just put your professional experience you have, or like for anybody coming from a bachelor's degree, just put what kind of project you have done in your college, right? And people who are like, people who are in the third year or final year of their bachelor's, I would recommend do extra project, right? If you go to the Udemy or any courses like Trivial Site, there are many online courses. They give you a course for $10 or $20, right? Subscribe to that and do the whole project there, right? If you do that, from that you can learn, okay, how the real time example you can do, right? And practice that, and after that think, right, what I can add to that project, right? So now you are getting the real time example, right? When I graduated, that time there was no competition. I gave the interview, I find a job, right? Like in Nepal, not here, like in Nepal, right? But here now in the current trend, you need to have a little bit of experience before even getting an interview right now, right? So prepare yourself through that journey where you are, at least when you are graduated, you have already done 4 or 5 projects, right? Real-time projects, right? At least that code is hosted on your, like you have already pushed your code on GitHub or somewhere, right? Where you can show this kind of project I have done to your interviewer, right? So that kind of preparation is really necessary. If you're not doing that in current trend, I don't think that.
Yeah. So I have a quick question here. So just say a lot of people come here, they do the side by side the master's degree, and there are some courses like you can do like a Java expert or some like QA training or some like you say AWS, different certification or CCIE, whatever field you are in. Do you think that helps, or like is not necessary right now looking for jobs? If you have something in America is called about domain expert, so you are something really good at that one, you have good skill, you get hired. Or have leave it little bit everything, like you want to be like a stack engineer,
Right.
like what you are. So there you need a different skill, right?
Yeah, like there is two way to say it, right? For me, I haven't had any certification in my whole life, right? I haven't done any certification, right? Apart from doing my undergrad and my master's degree, I haven't done any certification. So is that I don't know AWS? It's not that true. Like I know how it's. If I given a project, I can do it, right? But coming like as a freshly graduate, right? You need to put as many things as in a profile, right?
Right.
So I would recommend like you can do the AWS certification, right? That is doesn't cost you a hell lot of money for that, and then preparation. So you have something to show, right? So like whatever certification, anything like suppose if you are presenting that to the interviewer, they will recommend that. They will take you like because there are 50 candidates, right? What is taking you that they will give job to you, right? There needs to be something really unique about you, right? Something like extra factor, right? X factor we call it, right? Something need to be there so that they can give it to you, right? And not only that, focus on your communication skills, right? Lots of people they are like, oh, I'm really a computer guy, I don't need to talk, right? Why should I even hire you? Like if you are only a computer guy, like rather than I will get a bot system and they can code for me, right? You are a person, just learn how to communicate well with your
Communicate
manager.
with your team, because
Right?
it's like teamwork.
Teamwork, right? Like read some books on communication skills, right? Because if you are not going to do that, the problem will be really stuck somewhere in the
Right.
company, right? Because I have seen my friends and other people who are also graduating, but after that they are stuck somewhere because they are lacking the communication skills too. Because if you are not communicating well with your team members, how are you gonna advance your career, right?
So you're saying that you need a software skill and soft skill,
soft skill, both things.
both way, right?
Right.
So okay, so it's a great story, because there are this is the same path for so many
People.
foreigners who come here. You go in a college, you struggle again, you struggle, you look for a job, you struggle, finally you find a job. Then once you find a job, how do you transition as like here working permanently, or like your family planning other things? How do you what is your experience so far? What are the challenges, and how you overcome that one?
So most of the challenges happens for me. There I will tell about two or three. Like little bit learning about the US culture and adapting to that. Right, that is the thing we need to understand because when you are around, be like Romans, right, they call it. Right here in US, you need to learn about the US culture. Right, don't fight against it. Like just to try to adapt that, respect their culture. Right, especially in California, I call it United Nations because here. Any country you name it, you meet the people from there, right? So you need to respect other people's culture, right? Here you will meet all the people. So respecting the culture and adapting to that. That is
Learning,
right? That is focus, right? Because sometimes I come from the other country where something is normal, right? That is abnormal here, right? Something was abnormal there, but that's normal here, right? So we need to be adjusting to that factor, right? After that, like whenever you are keeping working, keep learning, right? It's not that after finding a job your learning stops, right? One of my I think IT mentor, like who was guiding me in Nepal, he told me like until now he does that. He studies 2 hours per day every day to learn new skills,
New
right?
skills.
So like not
Be the
to-
current.
right? Current trend because that is
IT changes so fast.
so fast, right? It has been I have been more than I think it's been a decade of my IT experience now. I have seen so much transition, right? In the IT career, what I used to do 10 years back, that is no more relevant now, right?
Right. So for example, you see another major challenge I see that like one time you just get the job, then there is a legal challenge. How do you get the like work permit, and then you have to get a green card, or further down the road like become citizenship. So that is also kind of a struggle part, right?
Yeah,
So once you do that, and then again you are here. How do you miss the food? Do you miss your family, culture? How do you recover from that setback?
Yeah, first thing about little bit about the legalities and then visa situation, right? So everybody faces that. Yeah, I think I think we need to be a little bit patient on that.
Right, you just you
Right,
have to plan
because
that one.
You have to plan that. Right? Look for companies whenever you are applying. Like you cannot talk during the interview process, but after you get a job, like tell your HR, right? like if they are sponsoring, because that is a normal situation, because this United Nations, US, right, IT department, it all runs by the immigrants, right?
Right.
So like they are comfortable sponsoring your visa, right? And then ask them like what is the process. Like I cannot go into the legalities, or this is not a part of topic here. So just talk with your HR and then tell them like I am interested in working with you for longer time, or what should I do to like expand my visa, right?
Right.
So from student to H1B, and after the H1B, if they like you, then go for the green card, right? So
Absolutely.
that is the way to do it, right? And about the like good thing about it, like missing the families and hanging out, right? But good part about you are staying in California,
So-
you meet lots of people from your own origin, Nepalese community. Even like you meet, I'm from Janakpur, right? Vaidava. It's right now we are in Vaidava, but originally from Janakpur. So we have people like you and me, right? We are
Yeah.
from Rajviras. We have
So
the same
here is
ethnicity.
like you have a combination of both.
Combination of
If you are
both.
if you are not in a Bay Area, Bay Area means
Yeah.
San Francisco, Waripari. It's
Yeah.
around the Bay Area, 10 counties.
Damn.
Because here is the people from all over South
Oh.
Asia, all over Europe,
Yes.
all over Africa, everywhere, everything.
So like even like there are lots of Nepalese restaurants, you can try it out. And apart from that, there are other culture who are kind of they have same kind of food like us, right? So we don't have to worry,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we can enjoy that.
So Dinesh, another challenge I feel that I have been also here a long time. Your route was going to college. I came from H1 visa,
H1
which is
visa.
working visa. But one major challenge is I find that even is you are living in a very expensive place in the world.
Mhm.
Everything is so expensive. Living expense is so expensive. So is that one income is enough for like just say, because you know in abroad or back home they have expectations, oh he's making tons of money, and so like how is it like fine, so is one job is enough or require two job, or maybe one job one business? What's your suggestion?
So this is the world. Like previously, this we call it diversification, right? Previously, I think people had a choice, right? I want to diversify or not, right? But nowadays, it's like a necessity for everybody, right? Especially COVID time. Like I have seen lots of my friends, they have been let go from their job
Right.
during the COVID time, right? Especially travel industry, like restaurant industry. Lots of people have they lost their job, right? Now anything you see, like I have worked for more than, this is my fifth startup which I'm working for. There is no guarantee, right?
Yeah,
Startup,
tomorrow they can let you
they
go.
can let you go, and then there is a financial situation. So we cannot tell them I cannot tell my boss like, oh, like there is financial, just hold me to the job for longer time.
Right.
They cannot do it because they have their own financial challenges. During, I think I remember during the COVID time, my company actually the revenue it reduced by 70%. Right, I was stuck in Nepal during that time, and then my boss was telling that it is really a hard time for us. We'll go through it, right? At least my boss was really nice person, like he kept me to the job. But during that time, if you would have not figured out, he would have to let me go.
So you are saying that like this Corona
Correct.
time you got stuck in Nepal,
Stuck in
and
Nepal.
you're working from Nepal,
Nepal, right?
from a company
From
here.
company here,
Yeah,
because
that's-
I went for my marriage there during that time, 2020, and then that's what happened. Like then I like right now it's like a age of diversification. Do something more than what you're doing, right?
Like
With a what job, either you do a business, or some people I have seen they drive Uber. That's fine. Like I'm not anything against it. Just make extra source of income, because this is like a age where the people are facing lots of things. I have seen people who are company CTOs or like companies in many high position. They are quitting their job and doing something on the side.
extra jobs,
Extra thing, right?
like you multiple source of income.
Multiple source of income, right?
So like a technology person like you, you know, I mean you guys are pretty right now working from home.
Hmm.
You have a call on all the time, like you know, because it's very global operation
Right,
system, right?
right.
Maybe headquarters is here in Silicon Valley, maybe operation is back in India or maybe Europe or
Right.
maybe Ukraine.
Right.
So how do you work? How challenging is that global environment? And you're working with the multiple, you know, like citizens of the world. It's like a global village, right?
Yeah, that's what I said, right? Communications, right? If you don't know it, like it will be really a pain for you guys.
Right.
Like I have previously, before this, we have team in Ivory Coast. That was the really challenge we faced.
Ivory
for
Coast, Africa.
Africa, right?
Right.
So that was the really hard time for me, like because the communication was really challenging, because those guys were not that as good as in English. They were good in French, right? Because whole community
Right.
is in the French, but we are here like English base right here, and then I could speak Hindi because I was close to the Indian border there in Nepal. So now we have a company in India, like we have outsourced our project there. So I have to communicate every night with the Indian teams.
And you have to work around the clock.
Right? So it's like so that's what I said. Like you need to adapt, right?
Right.
This is the new years we are living in. Now I cannot say like I have to give this much time to my job. Like sometimes it takes more than 8 hours. Sometimes it takes I have to work on weekends because that's a job that's paying my bills right now.
Absolutely.
Right? I don't have any choice right now. But we need to create a choice, right? Sometimes like, I have seen people with the choices like people are doing drop shipping, right? That's a new trend that's going on, right? People are selling something on Shopify. They are Amazon reseller. So anything you can do, like the current trend is like I'm not a big thing. I think lots of people are investing in stocks, doing crypto. So whatever it is, right? Just don't blow up too much of your money. You know?
Right.
That's what I suggest. Like
Bitcoin, other stuff.
right? So just be knowledgeable before doing this, right? If somebody's make money, it doesn't mean that I will make the same kind of money with that, right? Some people is really good
So one important question, since you are an IT guy, you are in e-commerce, big thing. Right now, Amazon has become so, you see the FANG, like you said, right? So during this COVID also, Nepal, there was pretty much cash and carry economy. Now there is online e-seva, and there's a lot of IT engineer demand in Nepal. What do you say to those guys? Is e-commerce is going to touch all over the world, even in the village, even in the municipality, district, or national level? How do you think the e-commerce or tech future of Nepali people in Nepali market?
So in that context, right, I think lots of people are doing it, right? Because even when I was doing when I was in Nepal, right, I think during that time I was developing the banking system. You know, it was for Class D bank microfinance. So we are trying to during that time, I think it was like 7 or 8 years back. We are the pioneer where we are making the web-based software during that time, right? So I know like not the government sector, but especially the private sector, they are really forward, right? They are doing it.
Private sector is same here also. US is private sector is where here government is here.
Government is here, right? So it is like that, and then I have seen lots of even I know a few of my friends and then brothers like from Nepal who are doing their thing by own, right? So like lots of people complain in Nepal like they didn't have an opportunity, right? I will tell these folks like these few things, right? Government will give you 3 or 4 things, right? They will build you roads, they will provide you electricity, they will give you internet system,
Wi-Fi,
right? Internet system. You are now with the internet system, you can do anything, right? I was stuck in Nepal for 3 months. I was doing the work from here, right? From there, right? It was possible. So guys, keep your pace up, right? You can make really good amount of money even from Nepal. I know one of my friend, he worked for top startup company in Bay Area from Nepal, right? He's an IT tech consultant there. So you can do it. Now use that resource. Don't make an excuse now because this is the age. It doesn't matter. We are living in a global, I think, community here, right? It's not about you are stuck in Nepal or we cannot do many things. But there are lots of things. But yeah, it will come as simply as it is. No, it will be
changing, learning, and growing.
Right? Growing, right? You have to do a little bit of hassle, right? It's not that somebody will come and help you, right? You need to be a little bit forward about that. I have seen people who are coming from from that country to the United States. Not everybody has the same opportunity, right? I know I was a little bit lucky enough to come here, but I paid the price for that.
Absolutely.
But you need to also pay the price, even if you want to make good amount of money there. I have seen my brother, like he has started his business a couple of years back into the manufacturing business, right? Where he and then so he does his hard work. Like sometimes he works 12 hours per day. Right, so 12 hours.
So there is no like alternative hard work.
Hard work, right? So there is hard work. Nothing can beat your hard work. Right?
Absolutely. So you said like there is a 2 path. One path is you do your bachelor degree in Nepal or overseas, and then you come to America for the master, and then while you are doing master, you look for a job, and then you slowly get in, settle in the, fix your legal problem. You become a green card holder or citizen, and continuously try to diversify your earning sources. And you not only you do the job, you can opportunity you do the business. Don't waste your time because here you need to make a lot of money to have even middle class life, right?
Like the good thing is right. If coming here, right? Lots of people they forget, right? We are middle class in Nepal, right?
Right.
And coming here, we are middle class, right?
So you have
So
to.
better middle class is in Nepal than here, right?
Right.
Here I have to do my dishes, right? I have to drive my own car, right? If I become better middle class in Nepal, I can get a driver and then
Right.
a cleaning person, right? So we need to be really little bit careful about that. We are coming into the
Yeah. So
United
don't think
States.
like it will be same thing. Right?
Same thing, right? You need to make a change. And
So,
then,
so the technology has given people opportunity right now. You can be in Nepal and make money in dollars
Mm.
around the world
Mm.
in the developed economy because Nepal has so much opportunity because you are talented.
Yeah.
You know that they know the same languages.
Yes.
So what are the key trends right now in the? This is my probably last question.
Mm.
What are the key trends like what they should learn or what kind of training should do like Java or maybe Python?
Yeah.
What do you see? Because you are in a like mecca of the technology is a capital is a technology capital of the world. What are the trends or what people should focus about it?
So for the IT, I will tell them like 2 or 3 things that they can focus on. It's like one of the key areas is DevOps, right? Which is like growing like a crazy right now in the market. You can do the DevOps training, right? That is like a growing area which will pay you really well. Another thing is front end development, right? Don't only look for the back end. Just learn some front end stacks, Angular, React, whatever it is. Do those, right? Because people are hiring. And third area is digital marketing nowadays, right? They
Right.
call it, right? You can be in any part of the globe and do that job from
Yes,
anywhere.
like graphic design, video editing, writing, copywriting.
Copywriting, right?
Yeah.
So those kind of job, like look for the freelance source and then find a way to figure it out. I know I'm not sure that even Nepalese government has allowed to do the freelancing from Nepal. They haven't created us. Find a way, guys, like because it is changing. Like you need to be a pioneer into that, right? There are lots of people are making good amount of money there, right? So learn that. How can you do that, right? There is always a way if you find it, right? So those tag, and then other thing I can say like that is the thing, right? And then Python, one of the language that I recommend to like fresher who are doing right now, learn Python as a language because that is the new thing, right? That's the
Right.
machine learning and data science, which you can say they have lots of things going on in those areas. So learn those skills and boost up, and then look or don't be like always say that there is a problem, right? Be a little bit solution oriented, right?
Absolutely.
Because if you think like all the time there is a problem, there will be a problem, right? Because nobody, even you and me and everybody who has come to the United States, if they seek for problem, there are thousands of problems we face every day, guys, right? Like even in Bay Area, like if you get even a ticket that is cost you $550,
Right, so you're saying
that's a small
think
thing.
solution.
So
Whatever
it's
you
like-
think, whatever you become.
Become, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just focus more on solution rather than problem. That's what I
So like one thing, last question. This is a Diwali time. Like we miss our church, and I have not been to so many years. Like I have been out of Nepal almost like 30 years now.
Mm.
So, do you miss like Diwali time, this Pataka time, this
Yeah.
church time?
Yeah.
So how do you, because we don't have it off, we have to work every day.
Yeah.
And then people say, hey, what did you do like for Dasai, Tihar, church? के गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ? So how do you, could you like, what's your plan? How you're celebrating?
So we are celebrating as a friends and family, right? So
Yeah.
we're
Just
visiting family and enjoying time, right? Guys, it doesn't mean that we need to do it like how we used to do there, right? It cannot be. Sometimes we need to change a bit doing it here, right? It doesn't matter as long as we are with your friends and family. That's what it matters. Like that's what I feel like, right? Because I have been here more than 6 years now, but I was not never away from my friends, right? I made me good friends
Right.
here, and then I enjoy the time, right? Yeah, I miss my family for sure, but whatever I'm doing with my friends.
So you are doing a virtual Dasai, virtual Diwali?
Yes, right. That's the new way, right? Yeah,
I have done
luckily.
virtual puja though,
Virtual
in the
pizza,
Corona.
right? Corona, right? So we can do that, like just like don't forget your culture, and then do whatever is necessary. We need to twist a bit, yes, twist a bit and then adapt to that, and just have fun, right? We don't know. It's like in Dasai time you will cry, okay, I missed this, missed that. Don't worry, like whatever you can do, here,
Connect
right?
with people, yes.
Connect with people, and then have good time, right? If you are alone, you cannot do anything. Yeah, as I said, right? Connect virtually,
Right.
right? And then connect with your old friends, buddies, talk to them, and then have fun, right?
Awesome.
This is like a one time we are getting this.
Thank you for your precious time.
Right, thank you
And
very
wish
much.
everyone very happy Diwali, Chhat, Tihar, रमाइलो गर्नुस्, सेलरोटी गर्नुस् I know.
Yes.
You want to say something?
Yeah, that's all. I think सबैजनालाई चाहिँ के अरे तिहार र छठको शुभकामना हैन अनि यहाँको द मोडल सो लाइक इट इज वान अफ द पपुलर सो इन बे एरिया I think it's going to be a popular show in the whole United
So
States.
like and subscribe.
Like
Don't
and
forget.
subscribe.
And don't share, please.
And then follow the content here. I think
Right.
JP Mandal is bringing lots of good content, guys.
And these are very practical. Right?
practical aspect
Right.
because lots of people give you theoretical concept, right? But he's talking about more about the practical, all the questions he asks. I recommend especially all the Nepalese community leaders, right? Just bring this topic to the people who are coming. Like I just taking a few minutes here. I recommend like lots of communities like NRN and lots of communities are here,
Exactly.
right? I recommend these guys to come to create this kind of virtual event here where they can get expertise of people because lots of people I have seen coming on a lottery visa and student visa, they're hassling what to do next.
Exactly.
Right?
So there is one thing to come America, but now question is another big thing. How do you get ahead here?
Yeah, how to get ahead.
Because we came here for the better life.
Better life.
And if we come here, there is land of opportunity, and then we find everything land of obstacles.
Obstacles, right?
So for that one, we have to break those barriers.
Mm.
We need a knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power, and sharing your experience and learning from the IT engineer,
Yes.
Mr. Dinesh Karn. He is here. Thank you very much
Yeah.
for the show, and we'll continue in the next time.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Great talking to you guys. All right, happy
Bye.
New Year.
This is Jay Mandal is listening and watching JP Mandal show. Please, if you have something unique to share, contact me and like, subscribe and share JP Mandal show. Again, this is your host Jay Mandal. Thank you again. Bye.